Hi, morning everybody. So F is for feelings. That's what we're going to discuss today. F is for feelings. So we all obviously we want to feel good, don't we? That's the ultimate aim that we're always looking for. We just want to feel good. So why don't we feel good? Um, why don't we feel good? And as soon as I ask that question, I start thinking about the things in my life that aren't going to plan. And it'll send me down a rabbit hole looking for all the reasons, all the reasons, all the things that aren't quite right. And it's going to send me into a spiral. And that's what it does, doesn't it? But are you happy? But how are you feeling? Oh, well, I've put on a bit of weight because I haven't been swimming. I can't go and see my friends. Da, 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 da. And so, but there's a bigger reason that we're not feeling good. There's a bigger reason than that, a far simpler reason than that. It's because we're not choosing. We would always choose to feel good. We choose to be grateful about what we've got rather than worrying about what we haven't. We would choose, if we were given the choice, we would choose to be happy with our lot. So we're not choosing. As adults, we're not choosing. And the greatest gift that we can give to kids is that ability to choose. They seem to be actually better at it than us, don't they? They're better at us of squeezing the small stuff. It's us adults that have something to learn from the kids. We're not choosing. We're not choosing how we feel most of the time. I'm not choosing how I feel if I get cheesed off in a traffic jam. Not too many traffic jams at the moment, obviously, coronavirus. Not too many. I wouldn't choose to get impatient in the swimming pool when I swim quite fast, and if there's a older lady in front of me, kind of slowing me down, and I'm getting impatient and just getting on with it. I want to get on with it. I wouldn't choose to feel like that. So we're not actually choosing how we feel most of the time. So what is? What is? Well, it's not us, is it? That's for sure. It's the rubbish that we've accumulated over the years. The idea that, for example, we have to be somebody, achieve something to be somebody. We don't look at a baby and say, well, when you're if so we don't look at the sorry we don't look at a boy baby and say, you need a Rolex to be happy, or you need to achieve your career dreams to be happy, or you need to be thin or strong and muscly to be happy, or you need to have you need to own a house to be happy. We pick up all this rubbish from the world around us, from like the advertisers. They say, buy this product and then you can be happy. They know that we are emotionally driven. And the psychologists call this conditioning. I'm not actually a big fan of psychology, because psychology is too much about thinking. The newborn baby who is perfect, the child who is perfect, a blank slate, not thinking a lot, not thinking a right lot at all. That's where our perfection lies, in that space before thought, before the conditioning, who we truly are. So the conditioning is the idea that we need to do something to be good. we need to have something to feel good. The need to be somebody. Yeah, when you grow up, what do you want to be when you grow up? That's loaded with the idea that you're not somebody and that you're not perfect already. So a bit deeper today, perhaps, but kids find it very easy to choose how they feel, in my experience. As adults, again, as my experience goes, we find it a lot harder to choose, or we find it harder to see that perfection within ourselves, because our conditioning has been built up over the years. So if you think, one of my favorite analogies is the diamond, the fact that we're all born perfect and whole, and then SH1T happens, and that kind of obscures the diamond. It obscures the diamond, but it doesn't change the diamond, and it doesn't scratch the diamond, because diamonds are the strongest thing, strongest substance known to man. That's the diamond metaphor, from a mentor of mine, a guy called Michael Neal. I think it's a fantastic mentor. You are a diamond. Your child is a diamond. We all are, covered in that mud. Seeing who we truly are, we don't need to do anything to be perfect. We don't need to achieve anything to feel good. And diamonds shine just because they are diamonds, just by very virtue of who they are, like a newborn baby. So, feelings. It's not, if you're not feeling good, it's not you, and you're not choosing. Because if you could choose, again, another fantastic mentor of mine, Richard Wilkins and Liz Ivory, if you could choose, you would choose different most of the time. So it's not your fault. Personal development has this whole thinking that it's our fault if we're not feeling good. Well, it isn't your fault, because you're not choosing. This makes any sense to you? Or even if it doesn't and you want to hear more, give me a call. Or drop me an email, simon@simonben.co.uk. See you soon. Bye.